I think we started to give a few easy passes, few moments where we got caught on the dribble. And they got the set-piece goal, which I think our reaction probably wasn't good enough after that. Like you said, first 10, I thought we were good. We were passing, moving, playing our style of football. They got the set-piece goal, and I think our reactions definitely weren't good enough to respond to that. But there were a lot of good moments for us. We talked about just wanting to have a sharper final third, final idea, and if it's not on, it's okay. We can move it around the other side, and I thought we maybe forced it a little bit or didn't quite make the final pass good enough. So that's about what I saw.
All things considered, it seemed like, at least from the back line, you guys were doing a good job of pressing the space, but also not letting them get in behind, especially with someone like Joseph Martinez.
Right.
Do you think that was a highlight of the match for you personally?
Yeah, I think we did a good job of really limiting their chances. You look at the first half, I don't know they had very many chances other than the set piece, and then they had one play where they slipped in Joseph in behind. Eddie made a good play in the box. That was a kind of a half chance that they had. And the second goal was soft, real soft from us. That moment of transition, we played out, we lost the ball. And again, our reactions, yes, it's preseason, but we're all competitors, and in those moments we have to have a switch in our head that says, okay, something didn't go to plan, we have to react and respond, and that goal was very, very soft for us. Yeah.
You jumped back into a preseason camp this week, you and Christian. What was it like getting back in the flow, and how do you feel the team looks now as the second half of preseason when we get to the regular season?
It's been good. It's been good. We talked a lot about, you look at where we are at this point in preseason versus last year, and I think we're off to a really good start in preseason. Guys are still coming along. I think our level of competition and just pure desire is only going to increase as we get fitter and sharper, but I would still like to see everyone challenging each other a little more, keep pushing each other in training, because that's the way we're going to get better. But in terms of the guys who maybe aren't signed yet, they've been doing a really good job of just coming in and working and creating a lot of really good depth. I know we talked about depth last year, but we got a lot of really good, talented guys who have been with us in training, and I think overall our depth is really, really solid.
How's the connection been with Eddie Zimmerman in practice and then out on the field today? Really strong showing from him today.
Right. That was our first time playing together in a game-like situation. We had a little 11v11 experience this week, but yeah, first game with Eddie. Thought he did a really good job. It's fun to get to practice my Spanish with him. He practices his English, and we challenge each other to speak with each other in our native languages, just to try and get a connection, get a bond, and just become friends a little bit. It's really important to get to know obviously everyone, but especially a center back partner. But I've been impressed with Eddie as a person as well. Just a good locker room guy. Seems humble, willing to learn, willing to work, and it's a lot of things being thrown at him. It's not easy. One, coming into this league, and then two, coming into this team. We play a certain style, and it might be a little different for him, but I think he's done a good job.
Does it still feel like preseason mode for you guys? Are you starting to chomp at the bit in regular season?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. Obviously, it helps getting an early start with January, but in terms of just ready to play again, I got a little bit of that experience with the international games. Just I was telling my wife when I got back, like, man, I just miss competing. I love it so much. It's what I live for, and just to have those games and get them under my belt, it makes me even more excited for March 3rd just to come around, because when that comes, I think we'll all be ready. But yeah, I can't wait.
What do you think of Shaft?
Yeah.
On the outside, how's that like?
Right.
Back there now?
It's good, and the thing with Shaft, and I think this is a shared sentiment with the team, is he's come in a different maturity level this preseason. I know last year everything was kind of new, first year in the league, first year as a pro. That always comes with its growing pains, and I know he's gotten confidence from youth national team camps, but being back with him this week, I thought his mentality's changing. It's becoming more mature, more professional, and I think that's translating to his performances. We all know he has the athleticism, he has the speed, the strength. So for him, it's now committing himself to learn this new position for right back for him, continue to grow in that, and I think he's done a good job in the preseason matches that I've seen. Still a lot of room to improve, but it's a good mentality.
I just wanted to follow up on the question I had. Like, I know you're chomping at the bit, but do you feel in the locker room the guys are as well? Or are they still like, we have to, Bob obviously has a lot of stuff you want to work on. Where are you guys in terms of where you feel
I think it's a mixture of guys are eager, but they still understand that we do have some more time to keep developing our play. It's still not sharp enough. It's not clean enough, and certainly fitness plays a part in that. You know, it really does. But I think as guys become more fit, as that March 3rd approaches, I'm sure we'll be ready. This group will be ready.
0-0 to 1-0. We were pretty good. Lacked quality in the last part of the field. Lost the ball, poor in transition, bad wall, go down 1-0. The next stretch, a little bit of going down means that instead of just getting right back into the same kind of football, we let that affect us a little bit. Same sort of issues in the next stretch. You know, overall it's okay, but when it needs to be a little more committed, a little sharper, a little harder, you know, there's a little more of an edge in certain moments to Atlanta than us. So, and you know, second goal, roll the ball out, don't handle it well in the midfield when we need to react and make a play or save, we don't. But overall, there's a lot of good football in the first half, but it's got to be that now the things that we tried to do get done at a little bit faster level, a little bit harder level. So it's like, you know, it's this attempt of trying to do nice things, but not doing any of it in a strong enough way for it to add up against a good team. So maybe if we played the exact same half against a different opponent, maybe at halftime we'd be up 2-0, and all of you guys would say, "Oh, that was great." And I would say, "No, it's not that good." And you would wonder why, right? It's because I still know what it looks like on those other kind of days. Second half, a few new guys on the field. And so now there's a little bit, in some moments, a little more of a push and a little bit more of an edge. Nice to see. Again, not perfect. But at least now on that end, some of the good football things of the first half have a little bit of a finishing element to it. Carlos goes the full 90 in the first half when things weren't going well. Carlos, in too many cases, tries to come and get the ball, and then he isn't sharp enough with the plays that he wants to make, so he thinks he's helping, but he's not. But then as the game goes on, he gets a moment or two where he can make a real difference. Second goal was a great goal from him, and a good play from Latif. So, yeah, it's how many weeks is it? 3 weeks? A lot of positives, and still, you know, to get a team that's a little bit better in every moment, yeah, that's the work. So, if the pass comes from the first guy to the second guy, better. If he receives it, better. Yes, there are runs. Are they made with like a real commitment to get behind? Are they set up the right way? You know, in some moments, if you've moved up and now the play doesn't come, do you back up and prepare for the next moment, or do you just stand next to the defender watching the game? So we have too many moments where the ball moves, but then when it arrives at somebody, then other guys, when it's their moment to see something and go in a real way, and for the pass to be delivered, no, then it comes and goes. So, and I mean, look, we're in preseason, so you know, the reaction at 0-1 was terrible. The reaction at 0-2 was terrible, and now you have a little bit of a new group. And the football part of what we tried to do in the first half now has a few better moments. And so, yeah, that group gets a good score. If they had gotten scored on while they were pushing the game, then we would have found out how they would have responded. So, yeah, they get the credit on the day. But the overall part of understanding the things that we tried to do every day, doing them at a level that's not just that doesn't just look the part, but it's real, okay? Yeah, that's the difference. There's, you know, a lot of teams in the NBA that in some moment in the regular season, they kind of look okay. But guess what? It won't hold up when it counts. And so that's what a good team is. And so we have to keep pushing to become a really good team.